Yes, people, welcome to the Man United Agenda, and we're back. We're back from yesterday, but the most important thing is this is a preview show. We haven't done one of these for a couple of months now since the FA Cup final. We're playing Leeds. We've got a nice little squad, and we're going to go through it and try and pick out a starting 11. But Mr. B and OMONDI and everyone else in the house, press the like button. This is the Man United Agenda. Welcome, people. Welcome. It's 8:30, and I'm really pleased you guys are joining us tonight, especially Mr. B. How you doing, Mr. B? Long time since I've seen you since yesterday.
I'm good, man. I'm good. Well, my day don't change, bro. I went to sleep, I woke up, I drove a van, I came home at 8, and now I'm here talking to you and you guys in the chat, man. Ready to roll. It feels different now. We're talking about a preview, man. It feels like the season's coming back now. It feels like the season's coming back now.
I mean, it's a bit boring, isn't it? Talking about transfers and speculation and things like that. I think at least now we're talking about things that we know are going to happen. So where we're speculating today about who's going to play and that kind of thing, it's more exciting because it's going to happen tomorrow. And we see things happen. With the transfers, we can speculate and then things might never transpire, you know? How are you feeling about the game? I mean, it's not on British soil, is it? It's over in Oslo in Norway, training camp. But
I was. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to work out where it was when I heard the name of the stadium. To be fair, but Monday. I don't care where it's played. To be fair, I'm not bothered. They could be playing it on the moon. I'm not bothered. Man United are playing again, and I thought, it's only pre-season, but I actually feel a bit excited. I'm actually looking forward to it.
With the prospects of Ten Hag stepping up again, are you liking what you're seeing? Is that what it's about?
Well, yeah, and the fact that, all right, look, we've only got one player playing. We can't really be too excited about having just one player playing, but
yeah,
I think there's going to be a formation change.
I think there's going to be a formation change. Hold on. That's a big statement. Yeah. Talk about it now. What formation change would be? I mean, go on.
I think he wants to start in 4-3-3. I don't think we're going to see any more 4-2-3-1 unless he really, really has to. I think he's going to go 4-3-3-1, holding in 2 8s. I think that's going to be. That's the change that he's made. He's brought Mason Mount in definitely to be a number 8, and Bruno can play number 8, and obviously we've got Casemiro who's going to be sitting. So yeah, I think we're going to go 4-3-3.
Okay, so whereas last year you're saying we went 4-2-3-1.
4-2-3-1, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what he's actually going to start with.
I think formations to me don't count. I think the shape will change throughout the game, and these guys will be in different positions throughout the game. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. That's what we're looking forward to. And guys, remember you heard it here first. Mr. B thinks we're going to sort of slightly adjust things, and so that means one pivot player, which is usually Casemiro, and 2 number 8s ahead of them, and hopefully that will work with playing out better from the back. All right, let me just give a shout out to the usual suspects. Stephanie saying, "Release the kids." Ahmed, Alvarado, Fernandez, and Kobe. Release them. Release the hounds, as they say. Let's see, because there's a lot of kids in the squad, which we'll come on to later. Rebel saying here, I expected, guys, no surprise here. Rebels talking about the Glazers. Another day, the Glazers chose to act in the best interest, but not. Continues, and as you know, guys, Rebel. He'll be back this week.
Rebel. Sorry to cut you off. Rebel, I beg you, bruv. It's a new season, man. They're still here, yes. They might not even go. Don't let that. I wake up at 7 o'clock in the morning. Rebels text me something about the Boba Clark Glazers at 7 o'clock in the morning. And I think, Rebel, just chill, bruv. Just chill, man. Their time will come. Sorry.
Well, when it does come, I want a show just with Rebel on the show where he can sort of let off his frustration And make sure it's after 9 p.m. because he will be rejoicing and cussing and swearing. Big T saying here, I'm enjoying the fact that Ten Hag has been forced to be creative with his squad. We will soon find out his true qualities soon. Big T's also saying, does the B after Mr. B stand for Bruno? Is that why you love him? It's Frank Bruno he's talking about.
It could be for a lot of things. I'll say Bruno. I'll say Mr. Bruno. Yeah, I'll take that as a Bruno. There's a lot of things I've been called. Bruno's slightly better than a couple of them that I've been called beginning with B. So yeah, I'll take that. Thank you very much.
Broccoli. I'll just confirm it's not broccoli. That's for sure. Andy Long's in the house. How you doing, Andy? Hope you're doing well. Solo as well. Hello, Solo. How you doing, man? It's us. You remember us? You know, we remember you. All right, Solo. Hope you're doing well, bro. Andy Long saying here, is the game on Prime or anything like that? Mr. B, can you just confirm where people can watch the game?
No, I'm going to assume it's going to be on MUTV, but I'm not going to lie. Monday, there ain't nothing that I can't find when I'm on with this thing that I've got up here in front of me. So I'm not going to say I have no idea where it's being played, but I guarantee 100% I'm going to find it.
So don't forget, guys, that Mr. B is doing a live watch along. So make sure you turn down the volume and tune into the Man United agenda, and Mr. B will take you through the game. It's a 4 o'clock kickoff, isn't it? UK time, I imagine.
4 o'clock kickoff, yeah.
Big up to Matthew Bassett. How you doing, well, bro? Hope your training's going well as well. He's saying hi to everyone in the group in the chat. Stumpy Countertop saying, "Yo,
what position? Sorry, I know you always talk about Matthew. What position does Matthew play?
I think Matthew. You're gonna have to let us know, Matthew, because I got a Matthew in my side. Look at the picture here, guys. Look at him posing at Birmingham Football City Club. Birmingham City, Birmingham City Football Club. Look at him. He looks like a pro, doesn't he? And when we needed him for the Man United versus Cop TV game, he wasn't available, unfortunately. So hopefully next time, Matthew, you'll come down to London and help us whoop those Copites. But yeah, he looks like a midfielder to me. He looks like one of these. He's got a nice designer beard and he looks like a pro the way he's posing up there. So let us know, Matthew, what position you play. Here's a good one. Bilal saying the Spanish Fernandez left back will play. We come on to that. Very interested in that one. Well, this is saying, talk to Emma. I want to pan those cretins from across the pennies. That's be Leeds. The War of the Roses, isn't it? I think they're relegated now, so there's less fire in this game, I think. Big T saying, you should be excited at the opportunity to smash Leeds. Yeah. We love to beat them up. And I think it's not about that, though. It's not about winning at the moment. It's just about getting things together.
The game's on MUTV.
MUTV, guys, don't forget. PC died, says Andy Long. Some streaming options are reduced. Unfortunately, I'm sorry about that. Big T saying thought it was released to Kraken. Yeah, it was. It is as well. Released to Kraken. I think is that from Jason and the Argonauts or one of them films there.
I have no idea. Kraken's rum. So that's the only thing I know about Kraken. That's rum.
So it's sea monster. Well, we don't know. Who's playing at number 9? We're going to find out. We'll talk about that very soon because Mr. B's got a lineup that I'm a bit confused about. Big up to Andrew Williams. So, all right, just the information may not be on too long. He's been playing golf, of course. Big up to the Love Island fan. That's bath time. Hope you're doing well, bath time as well. Let's see. Rebel saying preseason and games take a massive backseat as long as. Oh, all right. Stop it now. Central midfield is Matthew Bassett. Big T saying fire stick. Yeah. Get yours, guys. Get yours. It's important if you want to watch Man United this season. Clash of the Titans. That's the one. Thank you very much. It is definitely release the Kraken or release the Hounds or release the Utes, as it was said at the start of the show. So Leeds are now championship side, says HG Game. And just confirming that we just rubbed it in and not seen the squad yet. We're going to go through the squad most certainly. So first game back tomorrow. You'll be watching it here live with Mr. B. What should we do, Mr. B? We should go through the squad first. I think we should, or should we just talk this game up? Because
okay, we'll do the squad. Right. We'll do the squad,
yeah.
And then we'll go through Solo's semi-11. You blame Solo for this, guys.
So just keep in mind, guys. I think with our preseason, it's quite early, 12th of July, to be having a game. I believe we haven't really had that time on the training field, and a lot of players are away on international duty. But I don't think the same will apply for Leeds. I think they're going to have a lot of first-team players available, so it could be boys against men. Just keep that in mind. I know you want to beat them, but I'm just keeping that in mind. Leeds could be up for this thinking we're playing the Utes and they might release the Utes, but we will munch them up. That's what they're probably thinking. They got a hard task. They got 46 game season in the championship. I'm sure they'll be fit and strong and they'll be physical against us and their running power. You know about their running power. So this is a big game, Man United versus Leeds. But it's a big game for the Utes, isn't it, Mr. B? It's time for them to step up. And we saw that in the winter break when they went and played men's football, senior squad against Spanish senior sides like Elche and Betis, I think it was. And some of them didn't really sort of represent themselves well. So here's another opportunity for them. What does it take for a youth player now? Is this a small window of opportunity, pre-season games like this, to sort of really step up?
It will be. I mean, Ten Hag's only had those guys in. Obviously, the big boys aren't back yet. But yeah, I think this is a chance for them to lay down a mark. To be fair, you know, they've gone out there for a reason. Those players have flown out with him because he feels that they're the ones who are going to be the younger ones moving forward. I mean, the squad. Do you know what the squad is? Do you want me to tell you what the full travel in 26 was?
Yeah, let's
all
talk
right.
about the
So we had Tom Heaton. Yeah. Tom Heaton, Nathan Bishop, and Matej Kovar. Kovar's the guy that won the league, just won the league in yeah.
So big question here: can Heaton play out from the back? Because clearly that's what we'll be doing if we get Anana. I heard today, just going back, just go to a bit of transfer news. I heard Heaton, 37 years old now. Everton are looking at him. So Heaton, do you reckon he'd start out of the three? Bishop is a youngster. I think Kovar is 23 years old. Who's going to start for you?
I think he'll start Heaton. I mean, it would be nice for him to start Kovar, but I think they're trying to get Sparta Prague to keep him. So I'm not sure. There's probably some ridiculous fee that they'll work out with some add-ons or some release clause or whatever. But I think he's going to play Heaton. To be fair, on Monday, I think Heaton plays tomorrow.
Well, I mean, I haven't seen Heaton play that much for us. So there's one game, I believe, last season, but it wasn't memorable. There's nothing stuck out for me about his game, so I'm not sure.
No, I don't see him playing out from the back. I just think he's going to be a standard run-of-the-mill 37-year-old. You know, just does his box, can try to control his area, but obviously he's not the one that we're going to be getting moving forward. Hopefully, we'll have some news on that later on in the week, but at the same time, he's still got to try. Surely, he's still got to try and play the system that Ten Hag wants to play, regardless of whether or not he's good with the feet and Leeds press the shit out of him. I still think that they're going to be playing. He's going to be playing further out.
Okay, so before we go into the defence in this squad, I just want to say, Big T saying here, Iqbal played really well last pre-season and never got a look in. He's been sold now, hasn't he? Bath Time saying Heaton's not bad with the ball, to be honest, based on that one appearance from last season. Okay, so Bath Time saying he is pretty good with distributing the ball. We'll find out tomorrow if he does play. Andy Long saying boys against men. I know a lad who was a granddad at 37 years old. Wow. Jesus. That's so that means do the maths. He would have had a child maybe. Wow,
18.
Quite young. Younger than that.
18.
Anyway, we're not going to go into that because we might be saying something illegal, but that's not good. 37-year-old like Ashley Young has just been sold, isn't he? He's gone to Everton on a freebie. Big up to Ashley Young and big up to Eddie Football Waffle. Go and check out his channel. He's saying hi to everyone in the chat as well. Big up, Eddie. Hope you're doing well. All right, can we read out the defenders and let's try and work out what positions they play?
So we got, all right, Alvaro Fernandez, Reece, Will Fish.
He had a good loan on Preston.
Alvaro Fernandez. Yeah. Look, when the team comes up, we'll discuss it anyway. Reece Bennett, Will Fish. That was Talk's guy. Centre back. Mark.
How can I just say how funny that was?
Mark Girardo. Good.
So Talk came on one day. Remember Talk MU? Big up to Talk MU. He came on one day, big chest, saying, "Oh, we got to play Will Fish. Will Fish is the man. I love his guy. You don't know he's in the youth player. He's in the youth. He's a quality player. I've done a scout report on him. Rah, rah, rah." Turns out he was just watched Stephen Howson do a scout report on him, and he's just repeating everything he said. You know, so that made me laugh. But anyway, yeah, Will Fish. Who else? Bennett, you said?
Yeah, Reece Bennett.
Yep.
Mark Girardo, That's the Spanish. That's the Spanish
Right
guy,
back.
innit? Yeah, Lissandro Martinez, Rafael Varane,
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka, and Brandon Williams.
Wow. So,
Now, out of those,
well, clearly we've got
look,
two
do
big
we?
centre
You know
backs
what?
there,
You know
Brad
what?
and Martinez, and he got backups
I
with
think
Fish
this.
and
You know
Bennett.
what? You know, if we put, we'll put the team up while we're discussing the squad, and then
Yeah.
at least that way, then here you go. Look,
So
okay.
this is not the
So
team.
this,
Just to repeat, this is Mr. B's 11.
yeah, this is my 11. So you lot can dig out solo for it. Yeah, thank you. Right. So defenders wise, obviously I've gone Wan-Bissaka, Varane. Well, Solo's gone. Sorry, Solo's gone. Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Martinez, and Fernandez. Do you think it's going to be any different from that, guys in the chat? Do you think it's going to be any different from that?
No, that looks pretty strong. When you talk about centre backs, we're starting. I think with these preseason games, you usually start with a strong team, your seniors, and I think then you bring on the youths later on. And I do think maybe Varane was injured, was he, towards the end of last season? So maybe, and Martinez is definitely injured. So I don't know. Even though they're training, I don't know if they are ready for matches. We just don't know, do we? But I would expect that to be the starting lineup. I would like to see Fernandez over Brandon Williams. Obviously, Brandon Williams got more professional football under his belt than him. But Fernandez had a good loan spell at Preston. He's highly rated at the club, and he gets up and down as a left back. So I just want to read this one from Bath Time. It's pretty funny. He said, "There's a time when Charlton played a back three of Fish, Costa, and Fortune. So Fish, Costa, Fortune. Very funny. I like that one. I'm going to remember that. This one for you, Mr. B. Lucis is saying, "Yo, Mr. B, we're talking Red Devils and you're wearing the color blue. What do you? You know?"
Hey, listen, look, it's only the clothes I'm wearing. I'm going to keep it polite, innit? Blue's actually my favorite color. So, you know, the only red that I own really is my Man United shirts. I'm going to be really, really honest. So, yeah.
There's no away
So,
shirt
look,
as well sometimes.
it's still, yeah, we're still repping. We're still repping. So it's all right. But yeah, sorry about that, Lucius.
So the guys in the comments, we talk about the defense team.
Too fast.
Saying, I know Billy the Fish. He was in the Viz books. Yeah, I remember that. If you can remember, of course I do. Yeah, I love that Viz. Proper joke. Williams says Bath Times. You'd think he will play just for the shop window to get 90 minutes out of him. That's a good theory. I can go with that. Emma's saying here it's 4:00 tomorrow. Just letting them know 4:00 kickoff. Fernandez for Williams. So that's Bath Time. We changed that. Gopal's going. Malacia is not in the squad, is he? Malacia is on international duty.
Not
sure,
really yet. Still on holiday.
Yeah, these are left backs that we have at the club, but they're not. They're on international duty or injured. Mount will start left wings. We come on to that big T. You're jumping the gun a bit here. We're still on defence, but you can read what he's saying there. We will come on to that very soon. We're going to be. We are probably going to change the whole team at halftime, like we did against Liverpool in pre-season last year. Says Emma. Mainoo, a central attacker. I thought he was a midfielder. Yeah, he is a midfielder, a deep line midfielder, I believe.
He's a midfielder.
But he has played higher up the pitch. Stacey and Tracy, Shadow Tracy from Viz, yeah, and Sid the sexist, and Roger Melly, the man on the telly. Yes, great comic. Big G saying big up to the gents, thank you. And I think we're a totally different team to what Mr. B picked, says Vincent. All right, what Mr. B? Go on to your midfield. Tell us about why you've played this midfield. Because obviously you put a three-man midfield. You did say at the start of the show you think it would be a three-man midfield. You've gone with Mount, Fred, and Hannibal. Why?
Mount's definitely playing. You know, there just seems to every time you look at Mount, he's with Hannibal. Every time you look at Hannibal, he's with Mount in pre-season. So I think there's a little bond there forming. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just the pictures that are being put out there. I'm not there, but there just seems to be a nice little connection there. So I think Hannibal will play. I mean, he played last season. He played a lot of games last season. So I'm hoping that Ten Hag wants to see him ready. And Fred is going to play just because they need him sold, and I think they need to get him fit. But I'm trying to think who else could hold. I don't think he'll play Mainoo. If I don't think he'll play Mainoo as the holder in the game. Right. Although that's his position, I'm not sure he will. I mean, he might get it in the second half, maybe. but I was trying to work out who out of the three will hold, and Fred is probably, boy, Jesus Christ.
You got Savage as well, Charlie Savage, the Robbie Savage's son. He seems like he could play, maybe do a job in that sort of position. But I understand your sentiments with Fred because he's a senior player, and we're coming up against a
Yeah.
good, hardened Leeds team full of men, seniors. Yeah, we've got a team here from Bilal. Bath time saying, I wonder if Hannibal's still wild. I think he got labelled that, didn't he? Because he came on the pitch against Liverpool and started kicking people, you know. I don't think he's that sort of player. He's more, for me, he's more flair player and very good technical player. But it's good that he's got that in his locker if needed. Showed, a lot of people talked about that, didn't he, about his aggressiveness in that game. But I think it showed he can get out there and, you know, represent and make your mark, I believe. So Hannibal's got a reputation at the moment. What do you think of him as a player? Because he played on loan last season, best spell at Birmingham City. But I think the way they were playing Birmingham, they were bypassing. They were playing a lot of long ball. They weren't playing through him. So it was like a real tough task for him to sort of get on the ball. So what do you think about Hannibal as a player? Is there any opportunity for him this year?
Well, I would like to think so, Monday. The fact that he went out and played 46 games for Birmingham, I know a Birmingham fan, and he said that, like you said, they bypassed the midfield, but he doesn't shirk anything. He's not a bottler. He's very physical and he's very tidy when he can get his head up. I said it's Hurley Bailey. It's a different style of football. I think they actually sent him down there to man him up, not necessarily improve his technique, but maybe they saw that streak in him that, wanting to kick a man, and they've sent him down there to say, well, look, there's other ways of playing football. You know what I mean? But he said, no, he liked him. He said he liked him. He didn't have any problem with him being there. And he said he scored a ripper. I don't know what somebody may be able to tell me or not, but apparently he scored a really good goal last season.
Really good goal quality. But hopefully, I'm really interested to see him. I was excited about him last year. Or the last couple of years, I've been really excited about that player, but seems to have gone off the boil a bit. Kobe, is there any chance for Kobe getting that midfield then, or Savage? And Hanson's a good number 10 player. He could come on.
See, right? That's it. I mean, just because of the formation, I'm not sure. Look, he might go 4-2-3-1 and completely scupper what I've had. In which case, then Hanson could probably play in there, and Mount would probably go on one of the sides. To be fair, but because I went 4-3-3, and I know that Hanson is an attacking player, I didn't put him in. But yeah, I'd go Fred, Mount, and Hannibal.
Okay, so what's Mount going to bring to the game? I mean, you put him in a midfield. You said you're going to have a holding player and 2 number 8s. What do you think Mount's going to give us tomorrow?
It's going to be it's the energy. This is what everybody talks about, the energy, and saying he's a pressing monster and blah. I hope he doesn't just run about the pitch like some headless chicken. You know what I mean? If he's going to press, let it be pressing with a purpose. Don't let him be the only one that's going to be doing the pressing. I'm expecting him to play really well on Monday. He seems like he's settling in. Said he wouldn't have been. I wasn't excited, and I'm still not totally excited by the signing, but I'm really looking forward to seeing him play, to see how he gets along in this game tomorrow.
With his versatility as a player, can he play where Sancho plays at the moment, where you got Sancho playing? Is it possible he could play in those sort of higher positions as well and be effective?
Of course he can. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I think he can. I'm not sure he would be. See, you see in that position, I want my player to go past him. You know what I mean? Like Rashford does, like I would have said Anthony tries to do, and Garnacho. I want to see him, and Mount doesn't really go past players, does he? But then if he's in the edge of that box there, I know that he will line a man up and curl one in the top corner from left to right. So I know he's definitely got that in his armory. Okay. That's another thing on Monday.
Mr. B, can you read out the forwards that we have in the squad, and then we can go into sort of what you've lined up here? Because there's several players. You've got 6 guys who can play that forward line.
All right, so we've got Ahmad, Noam Emran, Amari Forson, Joe Hugel, Jadon Sancho, and Shola Shoritiri.
So,
Although,
and
although
you
I've
out of
spelled
those
his
six,
name wrong on
you've
there.
gone with. Just tell us why you've picked these three and in positions they're in, please.
Well, Sancho, I actually put him on the right because I didn't think we had another right-sided player. I didn't put. Maybe we could have gone Joe Hugel up front,
Yeah,
as a
that's
centre
what I was
forward.
thinking. Yeah,
Yeah,
because
maybe we could have put him on
Hugo,
and played Ahmad on the
he's well
left.
regarded, isn't he? Hugo, he's more of a central player, and he's been the main man in the academy and coming through. So yeah, so Sancho, obviously senior player, putting him out on the left.
Yeah, definitely keeping him out on the left. He needs to do something. At the end of the day, he's the one who should be. He should be. He should be killing this game. But yeah, I'll be playing Sancho on the left. And you know what? That is the wrong team. Now thinking about it, I think it should be Hugel and Ahmad on the left, Ahmad on the right.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would have gone with that as well.
Yeah.
So what about Ahmad? Let's build up Ahmad because it's the return of the guy. Remember, this is the guy who came on and scored against AC Milan in the Europa League a couple of years ago. He's gone to Sunderland. Great loan move for him. He was killing the league. I think got Sunderland's Player of the Year or Young Player of the Year, and he was in the Championship Team of the Year. What a player! He's started to produce, isn't he? Is there a space there for Ahmad to come and do his business? And you put him central. He did play central for Sunderland a lot of the time. He played also as a number 10.
That's why.
Forward, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do you think about our boy Ahmad? Because I'm excited about him. I just want to see him get game time, and that's why I'm looking forward to.
I want to see him play. I want to see him being given a chance. I'm not sure to see. See, this is the thing. At the moment, I think we probably need to have a chat about Ahmad versus Pellistri, to be fair. Because at the moment, I really love Pellistri. I think every time he comes on, he shows a drive, he shows a determination. Even the Uruguayan when he plays international football, he's causing a chaos. So I think okay, then we keep Pellistri, but then Ahmad, the amount of goals that he scores, and when he cuts in on his left foot, he's not like Anthony, who costs all of that money. He hits the bloody target. He hits the target. Anthony cuts in there, swings his boot. All right, he does score some. But if you look what Ahmad was doing from that same position, you're thinking, okay, then Ahmad probably deserves a chance. But Ahmad wasn't playing on the right a lot. As he said, he was playing more central. He was playing behind the main striker. So
it's a good discussion. I think we asked the guys in the comments as well. Bilal is saying here, short tire in place of Martial, even though I don't rate him. We've got Man United saying here, expecting loads of goals and assists from Mason Mount, which Bartime goes to say that he averages about 8 goals, 8 assists a season, which is pretty good. Emma saying here, why not put Hugo at number 9 since he is the one?
Yeah.
We discussed that. Yep, most certainly. Andy Herbert, how you doing? So these are the games Mount needs to improve before the season starts. He'll improve, but has to do it quickly. I think he will. Big T saying here, it's still not too late to get Beckhorst back on the plane to USA. Jimmy Mack is saying here, not sure what the formation will be, but I'm excited to see Mount and how he fits in. Some of the youngsters, and it's just good to have football back. Yeah, I agree with you there, Jim Mack. Brilliant comment there. I'm just excited. Eddie saying, Big T, we know Beckhorst ain't good enough to stay. Thank you for your service, but goodbye. And Man United saying here, no Martial means he's getting sold. He's actually injured. He's still got a hamstring injury from the
Sorry. Are you serious, Amonde? He's still injured.
Yeah, he's got it's a hamstring injury. Against when we played Fulham, 28th of May. He's still injured from that hamstring. So this is a guy.
Man.
Does he stretch? Does this man actually stretch in the mornings and do his exercises? He should get into yoga or something. This guy is getting all these muscle injuries. Big up to RJ, by the way. He's saying big up to everyone. It's right back at you, bro. Eddie's saying here, I would like to see if Ahmad has any dribbling technical ability on the wing instead. So he wants to see him out wide. I think he's a link-up play. He pops it into feet, gives and goes, that sort of thing. Big G's asking about Pellistri. Big G's a big. I mean, Big G, Mr. B is a big fan. He's just been speaking about him. He's on international duty. United Rules has given a team here. He's gone Ahmad's same front line as you. He's put Mainoo in midfield instead of Hannibal, and he's gone with the same back four. Heaton, Wan-Bissaka. Yeah, same back four as well. Ahmad from Man United saying Ahmad's getting loaned out again, 100% he reckons. So unfortunately, we'd like to see him. But Mr. RJ said he likes your lineup. And he's saying Martial is a clown for sure. I want to say hi to Colin. How you doing? Hopefully we see you back soon, Colin. I know you got technical difficulties. But he's saying would it be nice to see a few more through the door for this game. Goodbye to bath time. He's leaving us for Love Island. He's going to watch it, not going on the show. And Onana's middle name is Onana, apparently. So Onana. That's it. Onana. Andre Onana says Man United. Come on, guys, we need to get songs. I know, isn't there? There's a song.
There's quite a few going around. I ain't singing shit, but there's a few out there.
The one I was thinking was the Red Hand Gang. It goes Remember the Red Hand Gang? It goes da 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 da. So I would be going.
And that's when they're walking down the street, isn't it?
Yeah, the skateboard and to the Red Hand Gang. Yeah, ba da ba ba da da ba da ba 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 ba. And I would be going na 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 na. Somewhere, try to remix something like that. That's where I would go with that song. Ashley Young, sorry, not Young, going to Everton. He's very interested. And Big T saying here, Big G, sorry, saying game over for Martial. His hamstring has gone 3-4 times while at United. Even the new doctor won't be able to fix that. Definitely game over for him. All right, these are the squad options. I just want to give a shout out to Hugo. I think he might get an opportunity. It'd be great to see him. He's more direct. He's the guy who bangs goals. We haven't got. He's the only real striker in the squad that we've got. I don't know. There's a player here now. The players I'm not sure about is Gore, Coulier, and Odi Deli in midfield. I don't really know Emerson, and I like the Scandinavian guy. What's his name? Hansen.
Central midfielder.
I like Hansen. Yeah. I think he's a very technically good player. Big stakes to play. So I'm most excited about seeing the guys on the fringe who got opportunity. People really are really at that next step. So that would be Hannibal, Ahmad for me, and Fernandez. Those three players for me know they're on the cusp of getting into the squad. So I'm really excited about them, and hopefully you'll cover them tomorrow, Mr. B, when you're doing your show.
Yeah, but no, most definitely. I'm going to ask you Monday. What are you looking to see from the game? I understand we haven't been training for too long, but what is it that you're looking to see, and what are you hoping to see tomorrow?
Well, here's the thing. Obviously, it's a match kind of team. First of all, I want to get. We have to consider. This is what I'm really worried. Not worried, but we have to consider. We're playing a lot of young players, okay? We've got a few seniors for sure, but I just think we need to get our foot on the ball and start playing it. Excuse me. I think Leeds are going to be, like I said, have a lot of senior players in the squad. Not many of them are in international duty. They're going to be physical. They're going to be hard. We know what they're like for the Prem. So I just think it would be good to see these dogs. They're out of the room. I'm going to struggle one. Wait, stop your noise. Sorry, it would be good to see young players get their foot on the ball and see how they manage physically. If these young players are starting, so obviously Fernandez could start. We've got maybe up front we could see Ahmad. Obviously he's prepared for that. Hannibal's armed for that as well after playing in the Championship. So I want to see how these guys get into the game and then start incorporating the system. I want to see Mount link up. What he's got, he's going to be wanting to prove something, even though it's a friendly. I just want to see us link up and build up from the back and start to play football. And once we get past the first 20 minutes, I think once we get into the game, we're going to start to see what we're really about and see how we're going to try to develop and get play in the final third. So I'm really interested to see what we got, but I'm really concerned that we have to keep our expectations low because we'll be coming up as a team against a team where physically they might be stronger than us and might be running harder than us at this stage of the season or pre-season. So don't expect too much, but I just want to see individual performances to shine. Like I said, the three players for me would be the left back Fernandez. I want to see him perform. Hannibal and Ahmad. These players are key for me because I want to see these sort of players come into the squad next season. We're going to need to bring some homegrown talent or youth academy players in. We can't play pure foreigners because of the eight-man English rule. So I just want to see one of these players stand up and represent. That's all I want to see. Mr. B.
Same as you, bruv. Exactly the same as you. I'm just waiting. Yeah. You know what? I'm not going to say I don't want us to, the result doesn't matter because I hate losing. I hate seeing Manchester United lose. But because of the team that he may well put out tomorrow, I mean, it could be quite an experienced team if he goes with the big heads. But obviously, at some stage, they've got to come on. So, yeah.
Okay, we've got just a couple comments here about what we're going to see tomorrow. I'm looking forward to seeing tomorrow potential work ethic, entertaining football, as always. That's the football we want from our beloved Man United. That's from Vincent, who's a season ticket holder. So he'll be going to enjoy it next season. Big T saying, I want to see Mount put him De Bruyne style of forward passes into the forwards. Emma saying here, Ten Hag will look at them to see who goes out on loan and who stays. He's used to pre-season and the middle of the season friendlies for that last season. Yeah, for sure. No Maguire's on international duty, says Man United. My cats are being a jerk, a total jerk as well, says Jim Mack. They might look like cats, but they're all dogs. They're all small dogs. They get on my nerves. Want to say hi to Lewis as well. Lucas. Lucas? Yeah, Lucas again. He's saying, to be fair, Martial, Eric Ten Hag wants Tony up top, fits his attack. So that's Tony, Ivan Tony, I imagine he's saying. To be unfair to Eric Ten Hag, Man United as a whole, Martial is clearly not taking fitness seriously. Gets injured walking, so he's like got his holding his face and shock and all that kind of thing, and laughing as well. Do you think this issue he's not taking his fitness seriously, Martial? We're frustrated with him.
I don't know, man. When he plays and he's on the pitch, he makes a difference.
Yeah.
But could it have been he was just better than Weghorst? Do you know what I mean?
Well, clearly,
you know, it doesn't matter what ability you've got. If you can't get yourself fit on the pitch, it's just no point. And the fact that he's had the whole of the, I don't understand him on there. I don't get it. I mean, he's hamstring.
And especially, I'm really surprised for you to get frustrated with Martial. You love Martial. I know that for a fact. So for you to even be at the stage where it's like, boy, you know, I despair of this guy. That tells you something.
It's frustrating, man.
250. I don't think we'd be going for him, says Man United. He's got a bad egg for sure. Vincent saying here, Youth Academy first and second team first. Be Youth Academy first to second half team with Mason Mount, if you can work that out. Big up to Grace. She's saying good evening. Big up to you, Grace. Welcome back to the channel. Nice to see you. Mr. B, I think you'll be winning tomorrow up to 2-0. We have the pace and skill in the team with the young ones playing. We're playing a Premiership team. We're full of men. We've got everyone available. I don't know where you guys going now. They gave us a hard run last year. No Champions League this season without Weghorst last season. Look how many wins he had with Weghorst in the team versus without, says Big T. So he's backing his man, the big guy from Burnley. Pogba with Casemiro behind him could be lethal. And hamstrings, guys, the most difficult injury to go over. He'll never be 100%. Okay, fair enough. Guys, I want to talk about something else. So we're looking forward to the game. Don't forget, 4 o'clock kickoff. Mr. B will be running everything. We were talking yesterday about captains. I'm just going to read this out to you because Casemiro has given an interview. And he said he relishes being a leader. And this is why he goes on to say, so when we talk about attributes of being a captain, this is what Casemiro says. What he says here is all about what it takes to be a captain in his speech. So he says, he relishes being a leader. And this is about shouldering the burden of issuing instructions to his colleagues during games. So captaincy to him is shouldering the burden, carrying that heavy load of issuing instructions from the manager to his colleagues, his players, during the game. That's from Casemiro. He says, I like this role. Woo. Being a leader, caring. So once again, being a leader, being a captain is caring, being like a father. So being like a father figure and going after things as well. So drive and having that drive. So all these attributes, I'm going to write this down and use this because we always say, what is the attributes of being a captain? So Casemiro is laying out here, caring, being like a father, going after things, shouldering the burden of the issuing instructions to the colleagues during the game. He said, I'd like to set an example to be first to arrive. So here's another thing. He's saying he wants to, you have to, as a captain, you have to set an example and be first to arrive. I think talk about training. The captain's armband, mind you, he says, is more than a symbol. It's nothing more than a symbol. But the players have the responsibility to talk to the ref. The captain, they should be talking to the ref on the players' behalf. Players I like to be that example. He wants to be that example of a player. So he's laid out there real key attributes to what it takes to be the captain. And he says as well, he likes to set that example. Do you think he's trying to sort of throw his hand in for the captaincy there with what he said?
He probably is, but he also said that the armband is just a symbol. So
yeah, but by saying that,
he's put it out there.
The responsibility, you know, being first at training, being a father figure, caring.
Does he speak enough English to be able to talk to the referee?
Well, this interview was in Portuguese. There you go, man. Let's not get it twisted, because when it comes to match of the day and them giving him the interview, they're not going to be doing it in Portuguese and waiting for somebody to translate it. So no, it's not going to be Casemiro. As much as I know a lot of you would like it to be, it's not going to be Casemiro. But do you agree with his criteria for being a captain?
Yes. Yeah. I think that's yeah. Lead by example. I think that's perfect. I think that's perfect. And not getting bloody sent off.
Big Daddy saying Bilal, which is true, being a father figure. You don't have to wear the armband to be a leader or captain, though, says Emma. That's for sure. RJ's doing a rebel here, saying he's sick of those Glazers. Jim Mack saying, I'm always first to arrive. For sure, that's true. Grace is saying here, who's your favorite player, past and present? Mine is
Andy Cole.
Andy Cole. Mine's Brian Robson. Anyone else want to throw out their favorite player, past and present? Or is that two answers? Past and present. So past would be Brian Robson. Present would be Sancho for me. I like Sancho's my favorite player. You said Andy Cole. That's your past player.
Present.
Rashford today. Okay.
Yeah. Present is Rashford. Yeah.
Big T saying Bruno ain't letting no one talk to the ref. Anyone else talk to the ref? Bilal saying Mr. B being racist. Casemiro. Wayne Rooney, is that about being a captain? Those attributes, is that what he showed for Man United? Irwin,
best player, favorite player. Favorite player.
Yeah, Wayne Rooney was fantastic. I mean, I think I didn't really, when he was there at the club, I was like, yeah. Well, since he's gone, I realized, man, this guy was a beast. Irwin, favorite player from Jimmy Mack, great player. Past and present. Martinez is present at Man United.
We took him for granted. We did. I think he was taken. Yeah, we took him for granted, man. Everton want Elanga. Is it
40 million? I don't know if that's true. Scholes and Casemiro, Big G. Kent Cantona from Lucis. Bebe says Bilal. Very funny. That's a good one. And he's the most decorated player in the team with the most experience at top level. Casemiro gets my vote. Big G. So there you go. Casemiro is getting your vote for captaincy. And I think he is. He's definitely in the running for me. Whether it's vice captain or captain, he's definitely a leader and represented last season. But anyway, guys, just give us the rundown. What time are you starting the show tomorrow, Mr. B? Why should people tune in to watch you?
I should be starting it. I want to start it at 3:30. But it might be 3:35 or 3:40. But that gives me enough time to get the team up for you guys to watch. Guys, there's probably not going to be a clock. It's probably only going to be me on the screen. But yeah, come and watch. I promise it's pre-watershed, so I won't be doing any swearing. The game doesn't. I say the game has no meaning, but it does. It does. Look, tune in, man. Put the sound down and come and tune. I mean, the thing is, on Monday, question. Somebody had it in the chat. Why can't that game be shown on? Why can't we stream it? Why can't we stream that game? Somebody in the chat's going to tell me, and if it's to do with copyright, it's a preseason game. So just wondering.
I just don't think you're allowed. We've never on YouTube. We're never really allowed to do things like that. Show motion picture. You can show pictures, but that's why we do watch-alongs. You can't really show the game. I mean, it'd be lovely in the future if we could sort of do live commentaries over the game, but I don't think with TV rights and all that kind of things, a lot of money, a lot of
Oh, actually, good. Yeah, good point. Yeah,
it's never going to happen. But yeah, just have to make do with our commentary and tune in tomorrow, guys. I will be. I finish at 4 tomorrow. I'll be trying to get out early, drive home, and get the start of the game because I'm really looking forward to this. And I'm going to be tuning in to you, Mr. B, with your lovely commentary. So, guys, make sure you're there as well. 4 o'clock tomorrow. We're back. It's Man United versus Leeds. This has been the live preview with myself, OMONDI Juma, and Mr. B. I appreciate everyone in the comments. If you don't mind, there's 26 watching. If you don't mind, guys, I hate to beg you, but it helps us a lot. Just press that like button. Stop what you're doing now. Press like button. Give us a little support. Please, sir, can I have some more? Yeah, just press the like button. But feel free. If you don't want to, I understand. But we're doing our best out here. And tomorrow, Mr. B will be grinding away, giving us his best commentary over the game. So, guys, support the channel. Thank you so much. And we'll see you tomorrow at 4 p.m. Bye-bye.